kids. I haven't got all night.
Well, we come on after you do a chorus, Daddy.
Oh, excuse me. It's a very high-class act, you know.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
I love you, little angel. If I trimmed your wings, would you be glad to stay? I love you, little angel. It would break my heart if you should fly away. You're such a vision, the crowds turn and stare, but I'm the only one who sees the halo you wear. Love you, little angel. Please don't leave and take my heaven away. That's the first chorus.
Love you, little angel. If I trimmed your wings, would you be glad to stay? I love you, little angel. It would break my heart if you should fly away. You're such a vision, the crowds turn and stare, but I'm the only one who sees the halo you wear. I love you, little angel. Please don't leave and take my heaven away.
You're such a vision, the crowds turn and stare, but I'm the only one who sees the halo you wear. I love you, little angel. Please don't leave and break my heart. I would die if we should part. Please don't leave and take my heart away.
How about us, Uncle Charlie? Aren't we great?
What do you mean, great? You're dynamite.
Yeah, we're dynamite.
Yeah, you're stupendous.
Yeah, we're stupendous.
Stupendous. Not only dynamite and stupendous, but you're also humble.
Well, when you're in show business, you gotta sell yourself.
Is that so?
Show business? You mean this act is available?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. How about using this in your show?
Oh, come on.
Didn't you say you were going to use fresh young faces?
So what if I said I'm going to use fresh young faces?
My face is only 6 years old.
Yeah, can't get much fresher than that.
Unless your name is Rusty Williams. Now, look, I've seen your act. Don't call us. We'll call you, huh?
Oh, honey, do you think this will be enough refreshments?
Why, sure. It's plenty, dear.
Can we
Plenty.
stay up and see the company?
Oh, it's not exactly company, honey. Daddy's just having a few young people in to audition for him and Uncle Charlie.
That's why we want to stay up and see. It's always good to get a line on what the other acts are doing.
Well, the act of Rusty and Linda has already been booked into bed, so start dancing upstairs.
Okay, come on, Linda. I got a good idea for a new ending.
Okay. Daddy?
Yeah.
If these people aren't any good, remember, we're still available.
Oh.
And don't worry about the price. We can always cut it for a relative.
Well, thank you. Aren't they something?
Oh,
They really have got the bug, this.
Danny, I envy you. I mean, you're so lucky to have a family with such talent.
What are you talking about? You got a nice family, Charlie.
You're nice, but no talent.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I got a boy who's tone deaf, a girl with 2 left feet, and a dog who don't even know how to sit up. Sit up! He don't even know how to scratch.
You're exaggerating.
No, really, Danny, tell me about these kids that are coming tonight. They're really good, huh?
Yeah, Al Baxter thinks they're great.
Yeah, but what a place to look for talent in a settlement house.
Well, excuse me, not everybody was born with a silver spoon in his mouth like you. What's the matter with a settlement house? There's a lot of good talent in settlement houses. Kids are ambitious, hard workers. They want to get somewhere. And if a man as busy as Al Baxter can contribute that much time to these kids, the least we can do is give them a chance.
Yeah, well, just hope you're not wasting your time, yeah. Hi, Danny. This is the audition hall?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, looks like you've got everything ready for us.
Well, as best we could up here in the apartment.
Danny, this is my bundle of talent. Beverly, Mary Lou, David, and Bobby.
Fine. Let me have your music, huh? Good. Did you fill the kids in?
No, I thought I'd leave that up to you.
All right. Now, look, kids, this is the scam. I'm playing a nightclub in Las Vegas in a few weeks, and while I'm there, I'm going to do a TV special, a 1-hour television show. And I figured I'd like to use some young talent in that show.
Great.
Look, I don't want to sound pompous or anything, but I've always believed that show business is dependent upon the young people coming up.
That's wonderful, Mr.
Boy, Mr. Williams, you don't know what a breath of fresh air this is.
Well,
We can't thank you enough.
well, that's swell. Now, who do we start with, Mary Lou or David or
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, son?
Just how much do you figure to make on us?
Bobby? Oh, no. Not again.
I don't think I follow you. How much I figure to make on you?
Oh, come on, Dad. Don't give me that big benefactor jazz. They pay big loot for these shows, and what do you figure? You'll hire cheap acts and keep most of the money for yourself?
Now, wait a minute, Bobby. That was uncalled for.
I'll say it this way, you ungrateful young punk.
Wait a minute. Just take it easy, Charlie. Look, son, anybody that works for me gets paid and paid well.
Golly gee, there really is a Santa Claus.
Knock it off, Bobby.
Well, what does he mean by well paid? Like if I sing on his show, I get the same amount of money as he does?
What are you, nuts or something? Danny Williams is a star.
Yeah, I've heard him sing. He's stealing the money.
Bobby.
And besides, nobody'd even hear him if it wasn't for that built-in megaphone stuck right in the middle of his face.
No. You really got a king-size chip on your shoulder, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. And I know when I'm being taken.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, son.
What's the matter with you, Bobby? Can't you see Mr. Williams is trying to help us?
Yeah, I'll bet. The only person he's trying to help is himself. And I can't help it if he's got you guys suckered in. But I just don't buy it. I'll see you guys later.
What's with him, Mr. Baxter? That's the second time this month he's ruined a good chance.
Yeah.
He's got a real mean streak.
Nah, he's really a nice kid.
And he's got a lot of talent, too.
Yeah, the kid's a real talent, but his own worst enemy. He's done this before, Danny. I apologize for him.
That's all right, Al.
Well, come on, kids. Let's show Danny what we can do, huh? Mary Lou, you and David started off, huh? Danny, I think you're really going to love this dance. It's real... Danny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready, kids?
Danny? Honey, aren't you coming to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Darling, it's very late.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very busy day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, remember you're blowing up City Hall tomorrow and you want to get there early.
I'll make it.
Danny! This is Earth. Where are you?
Oh. I'm sorry, dear. I just can't get that kid out of my mind.
Oh, honey, I wish you wouldn't worry about it. Every barrel has at least one bad apple. Why don't you just forget about him?
I can't forget him because he's not a bad apple. Al Baxter says he's a good kid and works hard. Helps support his mother and 4 brothers. And got talent.
Well, then what's eating him?
I think it's a plain old case of fear. He's scared.
Scared of what?
Of failure. There's hundreds of kids like that. They pray for a break, work real hard for a break. Then they get their chance and they freeze up and back off. But it's understandable. It's real easy to live with the thought that if you'd have had the chance, you'd have made good. But what do you say to yourself when you get the chance, you try and you fail? Pretty hard to live with that.
You sound like you've been there.
Yes, ma'am. I've been there. Seeing this boy was like looking at a page out of my own biography. That scared kid was your husband 25 years ago.
It's pretty hard to picture you scared.
Yeah, well, I was. Real scared. So scared I was belligerent. Anybody offered me a helping hand, I bit it.
How did you get over it?
A fellow named Johnson. Barney Johnson, an old agent. Great guy, wise old man. He saw right through me. He saw that I needed somebody I could trust, somebody I believed in. And he decided to become that somebody. And I sure did believe in him. When he told me I could go out and win an audience, I believed him. And it worked. And how it worked. I just have a feeling it can work again.
With Bobby?
Why not? Why not? Suppose I could break through that hard shell of his. Suppose I could be the friend to him that Barney was to me. What do you think, honey?
I think it doesn't matter what I think. You've made up your mind, you're going to give it a try.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to, dear, because... Well, because...
Oh, because you're you. Now, will you go upstairs and get to bed and get some sleep?
Okay. Hey, Clancy, what do you mean I gotta blow up the city hall tomorrow?
Shut up.
How about a game of 8-ball?
What are you doing here? Isn't this a little off your beat?
Oh, I just went over to see Al Baxter and thought I'd shoot a game of pool before I went home. Rack 'em up.
You mean to say a big star like you stoops to such a common game as pool?
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to shoot a mean stick. You want to break 'em or shall I?
You're the one who's slumming. Be my guest.
Okay. Look, about last night.
Yeah, I guess I sounded off a little too much, huh?
Oh, I know how you felt.
Oh, you're sitting on top of the world. You've got it made. How would you know how I felt?
I got a good memory.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Look, I got a tall flash for you, kid. You're not the only one who started at the bottom and tried working his way up. You ever sing in front of a saloon waiting for people to throw coins at you?
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. Sang in front of a saloon, people used to throw pennies at me. When I stopped singing, they threw nickels.
You must be kidding.
I'm not kidding. I had it pretty rough. When I was your age, I lived on ketchup sandwiches. With no bread. Yeah. I remember I worked in a theater in Detroit for $2, matinee and evening. My first big job, $2. I tried telling some jokes. Never got a smile, not a smile. Yeah, one smile I got from a baby in its mother's arms in the front row. Then it turned out to be cramps. And the manager, he didn't say, don't call us, we'll call you. He said, if you call us, we'll kill you.
Yeah, I guess them old-time theater managers, they must have been pretty rough, huh?
Sure, they're rough. They were rough then and they're rough now. But it's experiences like that that helped you. Every time you work, my boy, you learn something.
Yeah, I sure learned something last week.
What's that?
I learned you shouldn't go on unless you know what you're doing.
Why, what happened?
Well, you see, I was late getting home from work because the machine broke down at the car wash.
Are you working at a car wash?
Yeah, what's the matter with that?
Nothing's the matter with it. It's fine. So?
Well, you see, I got 4 kid brothers at home, and every little bit helps.
Sure.
Well, when I got home, there was a message waiting for me there. See, this buddy of mine was supposed to sing at this big affair, but he got sick at the last minute, so I had to take his place. Well, it was a chance to pick up an extra $10. Man, you gotta wash a lot of cars to get that kind of money.
I'll bet.
So I do mostly uptunes, but they wanted something soft and sweet, so I opened up with Anniversary Waltz.
Anniversary Waltz. Nice song.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And if I say so myself, I never sang it better. But when I got through, nothing.
You didn't like Anniversary Waltz? How come?
Well, for one thing, it just didn't exactly fit the occasion.
Why, what was the occasion?
It was a wake.
Well, you remember experiences like that, son. They'll come in handy someday.
Yeah, someday. But I guess I've got a long way to go yet.
Oh, I don't know. Al Baxter says you're ready now.
Yeah?
He's sold on you. And if Al Baxter says you're ready, I'm willing to take a chance. What do you say you show up at my club tonight, say 9 o'clock, and I'll put you on. You'll sing a number for the customers.
At the Copa?
Sure.
That's a pretty classy place.
So what? An audience is an audience. And if you've got it, you'll get 'em. And something tells me you're gonna get 'em.
Yeah, but I'm just not ready for that kind of an audience yet.
Look, son, why don't you let me be the better judge of that? Come down tonight. Let's take a chance. Let's find out.
But what are you trying to do? Throw me to the lions?
No, boy, I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to help you out.
Come on, don't give me that buddy-buddy routine. You're still looking for a cheap act.
You really think that's why I'm offering you this spot?
Well, you sure didn't say anything about money, Daddy.
Oh, don't you get off the money, Jazz. I'm trying to give you a break.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sick of listening to that Santa Claus act of yours. So why don't you just get out of here? And mind your own business.
Okay.
Too smart for you, wasn't I?
Too smart or too chicken?
Too chicken?
You heard me.
Me?
Yeah, you. You little tough guy. You're so scared your knees are knocking.
Oh, come on.
No, you come on. It's no disgrace to be afraid. It's no disgrace to be afraid at all. It doesn't mean you're a coward, but you're a coward when you give in to your fears. Look, the only reason I bother with you at all is because I thought you had talent. But it takes more than talent to make it in this business. It takes faith and backbone, which you obviously do not have. I offer you a job at the Copa. A job that any kid would give half his life for. The only way you'll ever work in the Copa is as a busboy. That is, if you can make the grade. So get yourself a tray and start rehearsing.
Oh, neighbors can be a barrel of laughs. You think in our neighborhood, there's this woman woke her son up. She was about 19 years old, and she said, "Hey, what's the matter for you? You slip. You're not looking for a job? Your father worked hard to send your brother to college to be doctor. You're gonna be bum. Get up and go out of this house looking for a job, you bum." And the kid said, "Ma, how can you talk like that? You're not Italian." So it's so nice to be nice to your neighbor. Step right up, shake his hand, say hello. Oh, it's nice to be nice to your neighbor. Give a howdy, mister, everywhere you go. It costs nothing to be nice to your neighbor. If it does, then it's well worth the price. Lend a helping hand to those who need it. You have no regret. 'Cause the more you give of happiness, the more you're bound to get when that judgment day comes rolling round. But you're all set, 'cause it's nice. Oh, so nice to be nice.
Danny, great, sensational, baby, wonderful.
Did that kid show up?
No, forget about the kid. Danny, listen to the applause, will you go?
I can't understand it, Charlie. The way I knocked him down, I thought he was a cinch to come up fighting.
Danny, do me a favor. Will you leave the psychology stuff to the head doctors? Now go out there and do an encore, please.
Promise me one thing. If I ever try buttoning anybody else's business again, give me a good swift kick.
Yeah, I'll kick.
No, I mean promise.
I'll kick. I'll wear the shoes with the pointy toes. I'll wear army boots. Danny, please, will you go out there? Please.
Thank you. You are very, very kind. I'm sorry I made you applaud so long, but I met a friend in the hall. It's ballad time, friend, ballad time. All of me, why not take all of me?
I took your advice, sir.
You got one left. Would you like to drop it? I'll put the tray down and come up here. What took you so long? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bobby Phillips, our new busboy. And I have a feeling he won't have his job too long. But don't feel too badly about it. I also have another feeling that he's going to make it in show business. How'd you like to hear him sing? Are you
You scared?
Scared? Wow. If you happen to hear anything knocking, don't blame the drummer because it'll be my knees.
Okay. What would you like to sing?
I'd like to do the same one you sang, Mr. Williams. All of Me?
All of me?
That's right. It's in the key of D.
D?
That's right.
Well, my band only plays in C, but I'll ask them. Can you play it in D, all of me? Fine. Swell.
But that's with a beat.
With the beat?
Yes, sir.
He's younger. Play it faster. I hope you like him. If you do for an encore, he might pluck a chicken.
All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips. I'll never use them. Come on now and grab these arms. I want to lose them. Well, now your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on there without you? You took that part that once was my heart. So why not come on, yeah, take it all. Well, now all of me, little girl, why not take all of me? Oh, can't you see I'm no good without you? Hey, take these lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I wanna lose them. Well, now your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on there without you? Well, you took that part that once was my heart. So why not take all? Oh, why not take all of me?
All right. Somebody throw him a chicken.
In tomorrow's column? Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, and don't forget to mention he's going to be on my TV show from Las Vegas. Okay, pal, thanks a lot. What a break for you. Earl Wilson happened to be in the club last night. He heard you sing. He's going to write about you in his column for tomorrow.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Isn't it?
Wow, things sure happen fast in this business.
They sure do.
Mr. Williams, I don't know how to thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Bobby. When you showed up last night, you thanked me. I was never so happy to see anybody in my whole life.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, Daddy. Hello, darling.
Hi, kid.
Rusty, Linda, I want you to meet Bobby Phillips, who's going to be on Danny's new TV show.
Hi, kids.
You mean you turned us down for him?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's what I went and did.
How do you like that? They're going for the older crowd.
What's old about him?
I bet he's 16 if he's a day.